Alright, let's be real, most of us. Don't wake up thinking, wow, I can't wait to learn how my lungs exchange oxygen today. But here you are watching this video instead of doing literally anything else. So congrats. You're about to find out what your lungs have been doing quietly 24/7 since the day you were born. While you're busy binge-watching shows and pretending to be productive. Welcome to Think, where we make science make sense without making it sound like a boring lecture from your 9th grade biology teacher. Okay, so let's start with the obvious. You breathe in, you breathe out. Riveting stuff, right? But what actually happens when you inhale that fresh, hopefully not city-polluted air? Inside your chest, your lungs, those squishy pink sponges that look like overinflated balloons, get to work. They're not just there for decoration. When you inhale, oxygen travels down your windpipe, or trachea if you want to sound fancy, then splits into two, bronchi, one for each lung. It's like your air just took a highway exit into left lung lane and right lung road. From there, the air travels through smaller and smaller tubes called bronchioles, till it ends up in teeny tiny air sacs called alveoli. Yeah, that's a mouthful, alveoli. Imagine millions of microscopic bubble wrap cells just waiting to trade gases like tiny stockbrokers. Now here's where the magic happens, gas exchange. No, not the kind that happens after you eat too many tacos. I mean the scientific kind. Oxygen from the air you just inhaled moves across the thin walls of the alveoli into your blood. Why? Because your blood is kind of desperate for it. It's been out there circulating, dropping off oxygen all over your body, and now it's running on empty. So when fresh oxygen shows up, it's like free Wi-Fi, it connects instantly. Meanwhile, carbon dioxide, the waste gas your body produces while burning energy, gets kicked out of your blood and into those same alveoli, then you exhale it out. Congratulations, you just breathed. Science edition. Now I know what you're thinking. That's it. Just a little swap between oxygen and carbon dioxide? That's the basic deal. But it's kind of epic when you realize it happens about 20,000 times a day without you noticing. 20,000 tiny trades between your lungs and your blood, keeping you alive while you scroll through memes. Each alveolus, that's the singular, by the way, is surrounded by a web of capillaries, tiny blood vessels thinner than a hair. It's in those capillaries that oxygen gets picked up by hemoglobin, a molecule in your red blood cells that's basically an Uber driver for oxygen. It grabs it, drops it off wherever your body needs it, then picks up carbon dioxide for the return trip. Efficient little system, right? Your body's logistics department could teach Amazon a thing or two. And before you start feeling too proud of your lungs, just remember they're working this hard, so you can sit there watching videos about lungs. Each breath is a coordinated effort between your diaphragm, that's the big muscle under your lungs, your rib cage, and your brain telling them, hey, we kinda need air again. When you inhale, your diaphragm contracts and moves downward, making more space in your chest so your lungs can inflate. When you exhale, it relaxes, and the air gets pushed back out, carrying carbon dioxide like a bad smell leaving the room. Here's the cool part. Your lungs don't just handle oxygen and carbon dioxide. They also filter out junk like dust and germs with the help of mucus and cilia. Yeah, those tiny hair-like things lining your airways are like bouncers at a club, kicking out anything that shouldn't be there. So next time you cough, sneeze, or even clear your throat, just remember that's your body's cleaning crew doing overtime. But of course, we humans love to make their job harder. Smoking, it's a terrible idea. Air pollution? Also not great. Holding your breath while watching this video to see how long you can last? Weird flex, but okay. Just remember, your lungs are doing some elite level bioengineering every second, and the least you can do is not sabotage them with bad habits. So, to recap, oxygen in, carbon dioxide out, lungs doing all the heavy lifting while you sit there taking it for granted. It's basically the most important trade deal in your life, and it happens non-stop. Without it, you wouldn't last more than a few minutes, which honestly would make this video a bit shorter. Next time you take a deep breath, give your lungs a silent nod of appreciation. They don't ask for much, just clean air, a little respect, and maybe fewer energy drinks. You don't need to memorize the parts or pretend you're a doctor. Just think about it, because understanding how you breathe is kind of the first step to realizing how amazing your body really is. If you're mostly using it to sit on a couch right now, and that's it. You just learned how your lungs exchange oxygen without falling asleep. Not bad, right? If you enjoyed this weirdly chill crash course in breathing, go ahead and hit that like button, because your lungs already hit Subscribe the moment you took your first breath. Stay curious, stay alive, and as always, think.